Imagine, what could relief from IBS-C mean for you? Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
From the Pat Moody Studios, this is News Talk Sports 94.9. WSJM FM Benton Harbor, St. Joseph. Depend on us. The Morning Show with Jonny and Ken on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
Wouldn't you like to write those ads that have the disclaimers for the medications and
sometimes, stuff? I when I listen or read the side effects, sometimes the ailment is better than the actual
the side effect.
Yeah, the side effect.
Yeah, may cause your body to just liquidate and you melt into the earth.
Yeah, I'll pass on that. Good morning. It's about 7:00, and today we're going to be pretty warm, actually. 58 with a chance of rain, and then wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour, so got to watch out for that. Later tonight, it's going to be even more windy, up to 40 miles per hour, and it's only going to get down to 50 with a 40% chance for rain.
Huh. Did we have to have the rain with the 58? Yeah. I just wanted the 58.
Well, I was okay with the 58, okay with a little bit of rain. I'm not okay with the wind.
Oh,
40-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
So
that'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully no branches are flying around, or hopefully my dog's not flying around. Because when it gets really windy, he can't handle it.
Put a cape on him.
He's only 6 pounds.
Throw him up in the air.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've got a lot to get to here this morning. Always learning with our friends from Barry and Risa coming up here in the next 10-15 minutes. Right now, let's find out what's happening in the news. WSJM News is brought to you by our friends at Cornerstone Alliance. See GoMichigan.com. Cornerstone Alliance.
WSJM News now. Team coverage from the WSJM newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
In the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg. Here's some of the stories we're following today. 2 fugitives from justice are behind bars after several days on the run from law enforcement. The Van Buren County Sheriff's Office says they've arrested 33-year-old Brandon Lee Bloomfield of Lawton, Michigan, and 35-year-old Amanda Chiero Faro of Matawan. The two were allegedly involved in a high-speed chase with police in late January, but they were able to escape after abandoning their car in a trailer park in Kalamazoo County. Tuesday, the Department of Corrections got a tip that the two were hiding at an address in the 23,000 block of Lee Drive in Porter Township. After surveillance on the residence, law enforcement were able to secure a search warrant in that residential area and found the two suspects at about 1:30 that afternoon. Bloomfield and Chiero Faro both surrendered without incident. Detectives say a third subject was arrested at the scene and will be charged with possession of methamphetamine. Bloomfield faces charges of fleeing and eluding, possession of meth, and parole absconding. Chiero Faro had a felony warrant out of Kalamazoo County for dangerous drugs. Both are being held at the Van Buren County Jail on multiple warrants. The case is being forwarded to the Van Buren County prosecutor for formal charges. The process of authorizing the Palisades nuclear power plant to restart took another small step this week. WSJM's Andrew Green has this report.
The Nuclear Regulatory Commission and Holtec International held a meeting this week to discuss some of the technical aspects of Holtec's plan to restart the Palisades plant. The NRC's Victoria Mittling tells us there are a lot of technical questions that Holtec will have to answer as part of the effort to restart a nuclear plant that's already begun decommissioning. Since this is the first time that's ever been done, the NRC has a lot of questions. Mittling says the company also has to address everything from quality assurance to operations with the old reactor that Holtec wants to restart. The question of the small modular reactors that Holtec plans to build there was not discussed. Holtec spokesperson Nicholas Culp told us the meeting and forthcoming submittal are just the latest in a series with NRC staff in their effort to reauthorize power operations at Palisades. Mittling agreed, telling us there will be many more such meetings. Andrew Green, WSJM News.
Young Lego enthusiasts are being invited to submit creations to the Silver Beach Center in St. Joseph for a special exhibit that will be going up this month. Silver Beach Carousel president Suze Shanlin tells us that the venue wanted to give young artists a chance to show the community what they can do.
Kids love Legos, kids of all ages, let's put it that way. But the opportunity to create something, whether it's a build or something of your own creativity, and bring that in and to have other people see it, it's so unique.
Now, starting now through February 23rd, the Silver Beach Center will take up to 150 entries of Lego builds to be placed at the carousel for everyone to enjoy until April 7th.
So they put their build down, and then we put their name and their age and their city with it. And then they also have an opportunity to come on the 28th. That's our Builders Bash. And we literally roll out the red carpet when they come and have a fun night.
It's part of the Builders Bash. Everyone will get a free unlimited carousel ride. Actually, there will be unlimited rides.
Okay.
Yeah, it won't just be one ride that doesn't stop.
Oh, yeah, that would be weird.
That would be weird. It'd be like a Twilight Zone. Sheldon says that the West Michigan Lego Users Group will also put up a display at the carousel March 2nd through March 3rd from noon to 5 p.m. They've been brought in before, and they've displayed Lego creations of local landmarks.
Oh, cool.
So I'm very curious to see what they bring this year.
Mm-hmm.
All Lego theme events are free for the public, but to submit Lego art, you have to be between the ages of 5 and 18. So, Johnny, I'm sorry, you may not enter this one.
I'll just take the 3 off my name, off my age, and I'll just be 6.
There you go. There you go.
Perfect.
We have more information on our website. Johnny, don't do that. And it's at WSJM.com.
I think the landmark is your house.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah. There you go.
That'll be nice.
Yeah.
If I lived in the lighthouse, that would make sense.
Right.
And it is that time of year, as we talked about, that when we start to turn away from the shorter days and start enjoying more sunshine today, especially. National Weather Service meteorologist Trent Fry says it's no joke. The days are getting longer in Michigan.
Each day, we are currently seeing about 2.5 minutes of daylight added each day. And by the end of the month, we'll be getting closer to 3 minutes of daylight each day.
Now in Benton Harbor, the sunrise is at 7:51 right now. The sun sets at 6:08 p.m. Fry says by the end of the month, the sunrise will be about a half hour earlier than it is now, and sunset will be a half hour later. If you're already thinking that it's spring, well, it's not far off. The first official day of spring, as far as meteorologists are concerned, is March 19th. Yeah, but the groundhog says it's early.
Right.
Groundhog says it's today. But anyway, in the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg.
Coming up here in just a little bit, always learning with our friends from Barry and Risa, and also we'll have sports with Dave Wolf. Right now, let's find out what's happening around the nation and the world with ABC News.
ABC News, I'm Dave Packer. The bipartisan Senate effort to reform the nation's asylum, detention, and deportation laws has been filibustered by Republicans. Democratic Senator Chris Coons.
Serious place.
It's a serious place where people want to solve problems. There you go. Oh, how's that coffee?
And also fight with each other. We were talking about the Supreme Court earlier.
Yeah.
I feel like the Supreme Court I wish they were more like the British Supreme Court or court system that they have, where they have to wear the wigs.
Yes.
I think that needs to happen. Bring back the wigs.
I would like to see, I wonder if they have a how it's made for the wigs.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Because that is a tradition.
I saw yesterday, because I love that how it's made stuff.
Okay.
And I usually, when I'm trying to take a nap, I'll usually put that on because it's not mindless television. It's something that I'm like, oh, maybe I can, while I'm sleeping, I can learn things. And they were making violin strings.
Okay.
And it was you won't like this because it was
cat gut.
Yeah, it was out. Well, it was out of these. It was all I saw as soon as I turned it on was these guts being stretched, and I was like, what's going on? What am I watching right now? And they were like, yeah, they stretch them, they do this, they do this, they do that, and this is for the traditional classic way of how they used to do violin strings. Now they make synthetic ones now, but they were like, for the classic sound, you really need the guts.
Supposedly they sound better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is weird. You think that they would have been able over time to be able to synthesize some way of making it do that, but
yeah, sounds a little, I don't know, to me it sounds a little flatter than the synthetic ones.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
But maybe that's what you want in the classic sound.
That's why you don't see cats hanging around the string section.
Do they make that for guitars too?
Not that I've noticed. No.
Okay, it's more because the bow of the. Well, they probably at one point used something besides what they use for guitar strings now.
Maybe. Yeah.
Anyways,
well, rubber bands.
Yeah, it was weird, man. I was just like, they just stretch it and they twist it and they stretch it and they twist it. And I'm like, ooh.
Well, I mean, just think about when you're in the era and they're inventing these musical instruments, they're bringing them around.
Right.
It's like, well, we got to use what's around us here. There's an annoying cat. I'll use that for the strings.
Right.
And now what am I going to use for the bow?
Is it cats?
Yeah, catgut.
Oh,
Yeah, catgut. And then for the
Gross.
bow, the strings are horsehair.
okay.
Like the tail.
Yeah, because they used horsehair to kind of act as like sort of a sandpaper when they were polishing and getting those ready. I was like, man, this is weird. But hey, that's how it's made.
So wait a sec. Let's go back a little bit. You had it on while you were taking a nap so
Yep.
that you could learn stuff while you were sleeping.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like that.
I do that with a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Mhm.
Just turn on the golf channel and
Yep. I just turn on the radio and I learn how to talk on the radio.
oh
Yeah.
excellent.
Still learning. How's everybody doing today?
Did you break our thing? I
No,
don't see any
didn't- I
comments.
didn't
Where's
break
Bill?
anything. I didn't
Where's
break anything.
Diane?
I don't know. They might be there. I don't see them.
Where is everybody?
Let me check my phone and see if they're on the live stream. They might be watching some other people's live streams.
Hey now. There are no other live streams.
Let me see. Yeah, no, nobody wants to watch us today. That's all right.
No, we've
Guess
got
we'll
people
just,
watching.
We'll
Hello.
we'll get out of here. All right. I got to say, with the always learning segments that I do with the folks from Barry and Risa, which you can check out the podcast at WSJM.com. I learn a lot.
Yeah.
Speaking of learning, and I'm not falling asleep during that time.
Okay.
I'm learning about all kinds of different programs and things that they do. Educators go through a lot more than you would think. It's not just the classes that they, they teach a few classes, or
Right.
administrators, they do a couple things here and there.
Okay.
No, they do a lot of training, professional development, problem solving, data collection, trying to figure out, how to best educate the students and the schools. You had Dave Campbell on the news, and I
The
talked to him.
Mustangs.
I talked to him a little while ago. He's a great dude as well. Great superintendent.
Yeah.
Yeah, good guy. So doing good things down there in River Valley.
Yeah. Would you call that Three Oaks?
It is Three Oaks.
Yeah.
It is Three Oaks, but it's
And-
River Valley.
Yeah.
But it's weird because the town is Three Oaks.
Yeah.
The school is River Valley.
Yeah.
So
Why don't they incorporate Three Oaks into that?
I don't know.
I like the name Three Oaks.
I also like the name River Valley.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is it a valley of rivers?
I would I'm trying to think. Where the school's located, I believe it's near a river valley.
I mean, pretty much Michigan, everything's water.
Yeah, everything's a river valley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
But good people down there.
Yeah.
I always really enjoyed the wrestling competitions down there, because what they would do is they would in the gym, and I think they still do this, is they would shut off all the lights in the gym, and they would have this one giant light that would come down from the rafters.
Yeah.
And it would be like a spotlight over the wrestling circle.
Oh, that's
was
cool.
neat. It was neat.
Your Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, basically. It was just like you got to really focus on the competition,
Yeah.
because everything else was off.
That's
So,
great.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. So when you had like dual matches between them,
Mm-hmm.
man, it was pretty intense.
That's fun.
I dislocated my shoulder at River Valley.
Did you?
So fun fact.
Oh.
Yeah, not fun, but a fact, I guess.
Did somebody like push you back in?
Yeah, it was no. It was actually what I did is I ripped my rotator cuff and my capsule and all that stuff. Speaking of
Ouch.
gory things,
Yeah.
yeah, and it was it was like the third or fourth match of the season, and it was just pulled back, and it just went pop. I was like, all right,
Ouch.
I'm gonna need some sort of physical therapy or possibly surgery. But yeah, there you go. All right. Some things going on today. What's everybody doing? I just saw that Nebraska is getting rid of their tourism slogan.
What? Nebraska?
Yeah, the state of Nebraska.
They're still a state?
They are. What is our official slogan right now
For Michigan? I don't know.
Yeah, because I know Indiana recently changed theirs. They changed to more to discover, They got a bunch of signs put out and everywhere. What is it? Michigan's official?
If you seek a pleasant peninsula, look about you.
Ah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. It looks like it might be in Latin.
Oh, very
Yeah.
nice.
Sequarius peninsulum aminum circumspice.
Circumspice?
That's what it says.
Is that the sixth Spice Girl?
That could be circumspice.
All right. Yeah, but Nebraska's was, and I think this is a great one.
Yeah.
Nebraska. Honestly, it's not for everyone.
That was their motto?
Yeah.
Honestly, it's not for everyone?
Yeah. Honestly, it's not for everyone. But they're getting rid
I
of
want to
it.
go to Nebraska now.
Right. Exactly. They're kind of making fun of themselves.
Yeah.
It's not for everyone.
But they're getting rid of it.
Yeah, their commission, their tourism commission said that they are getting rid of the tagline because they say it's a thing of the past and times change. Everything has a shelf life. Yeah. So anyways, the survey of the tourists in the target market for Nebraska showed interest rising 19% in 2019 and 39% more recently. They moved up to become the 41st state that people were interested in visiting, up from 50. They were dead last.
Wow.
I mean, Alaska's awesome. Hawaii, of course, those are going to be tops.
Yeah.
But man, 50?
Yeah.
So they were in the cellar. They were in the 50 mark for 4 years.
Oh geez.
So they've been rising up. They were trying to be fun with this, and I think this was working. I think they should have kept with it, but the governor, Jim Pillen, wasn't a fan. So how much longer does he have in his term? Maybe they'll switch back.
Yeah, if you're governor of a state, I don't know. Maybe a lot doesn't happen in Nebraska, but oh hey, we got Bill and Diane. Good morning, folks.
Bill and Diane.
If you're the governor of a state, don't you have more things to worry about?
Yeah, I think the tourism and bringing people into the state is obviously
important.
Very important. We know here
Unless
in Michigan.
You're in Nebraska, though, I mean, maybe you don't want tourism.
Right. Like, hey, Nebraska, I think we're good.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
So
visit, but make sure you leave.
Now, you asked about motto. We have some slogans in Michigan that have been part of our tourism campains.
Right.
Like Pure Michigan.
Yep.
Do you like Pure Michigan?
I like the Pure Michigan.
I
love Tim Allen.
Yeah, last year they changed it.
Yeah.
To they being the governor in the campaign, to keep it fresh. I think that was it.
Yeah, because they had the Pure Michigan campaign for a long time.
Yeah, from 2008.
And then it was the funding started to go down for that, and then
was that after the cocaine arrests?
I don't know.
Okay,
but they went down, and then they decided maybe we kind of bring it back, and then so now it's different now.
Well, in 2023, they made it keep it fresh.
Keep it fresh.
Yeah,
because the water.
Well, everyone. People were hoping it was an April Fool's prank because it was released around that time.
Yeah.
And apparently not. That was the...
I mean, I guess that you got water. You got
we haven't seen
clean
it.
Water. You got the fruit.
Yeah.
So a lot of produce and farming.
On paper, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But in practice, I'm not even familiar with it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. But at the time, they released... there was a group that released 11 different slogans for Michigan that are better than Keep It Fresh. You want to hear some?
Hang on. But I just want to wrap up the Nebraska real quick.
Okay.
They said it's unclear the next slogan is going to be, but what it was before is Nebraska, where the West begins.
Ooh.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I still honestly, it's not for everyone.
It's not really true. Yeah.
But tell me more about the Keep It Fresh stuff.
Well, so for Keep It Fresh, if you didn't like that, maybe there's some alternatives that you might like.
Okay.
Michigan, get your mitts off our mitt.
You say mitt too many times.
Yeah. Okay.
I like the using the mitt in some way.
Michigan, a step above Ohio.
Yes. That's
literally
that's
it's a step above Ohio.
That's number one right now.
Let's see. There was another one. Somebody commented, Michigan, where your cold winter nights are our hot summer days.
Not bad. I like
Takes
that.
a little long to do it. Michigan, it's called snow. Get used to it. That's all right.
That's honorable mention.
Oh, here's one. Michigan, at least we aren't Indiana or Ohio.
I like that.
Yeah.
I still think that's better than I think that's not as good as we're step above Ohio.
This is cute. Michigan, the state with the upper hand.
Ooh,
Like that?
That's a good
See what they did there?
That's a good one.
Yeah. This is funny. Michigan, detour ahead. Have you ever tried to get somewhere like a long distance in Michigan? There are always detours.
Always.
And they're not well marked sometimes. Sometimes.
And that's the hard part is if you are going, out of the area that you are used to, you're like, what detour? Where's the detour going to take me? Did I miss
How far out of my way? Yeah.
Do you ever get that where you're traveling and you get the detour that takes you onto the detour, but then there's never a sign that actually tells you how to get back on the road that you were trying to go on?
Yeah. Or it's a 20-mile detour and you're questioning yourself for 18 miles.
Yeah. Like, man, I really should have not done this.
Yeah.
I've actually been on a detour before when I was working one time because it ended up being a detour that ended up being a one lane.
Oh.
And for
both,
it was one lane completely because there was construction, but there was like 6 miles of construction. Like they completely ripped up the road. So it was just like one road that you could go on. You could only go east. And I ended up taking a side road because I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm stuck on this road for a stretch of miles. And I'm like, I needed to get back that way. This detour is not what I want to be on.
And then here's the last one. This one is newer for the times.
Okay.
Michigan, potholes and potheads.
Not bad.
Okay, there you go.
I would just say like
Teresa's
Michigan,
here.
Watch out for the potholes. Speaking of potholes, we will talk about potholes here in just a little while.
Ooh.
I'm curious of learning more.
You want to know more about that one? Okay.
Yeah. You give me a teaser on that one?
Okay,
or
here's
just potholes.
No teaser, but I will give you one that is related. Last slogan: Michigan, where good roads go to die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind keep it fresh because it does, you've got the produce, you've got the, the fruit belt, you've got the wine, of course, the fresh water.
How about Michigan Fresh? Let's just do that. Michigan Fresh. Instead of keep it fresh, it's like, well, then I have to get a refrigerator, or then I have to do this, then I have to do that. No, Michigan Fresh.
I do also like the slogan where it says 4 out of 5 Great Lakes choose Michigan.
I like that.
That's a good one too. But still, Pure Michigan. Pure Michigan is another one that
like
works
that one.
perfectly because it's pure water, pure. Even the fruit and all that stuff kind of falls under that.
And our people, we're pure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like even Indiana, where they say more to discover, I think that's the way of them saying there's more than corn in Indiana in a different way.
Soybeans.
Is there more to discover in Indiana? Yeah.
Yeah. The
soybeans when it's not corn. And then also racing.
The
Indy 500. That's cool. That's cool to see.
I love that.
Did I tell you I went to the Indy 500 a few years ago?
You may have mentioned it.
I went to the Indy 500. Did I watch the race? No.
Why not?
It was raining.
Oh, and they delayed it beyond your time there.
Yep.
So you had to leave before they redid it.
Yeah, we got there for some qualifying stuff. We got there on Friday.
Okay, so
thinking, all right, we're going to get some practice. No, it was raining the whole weekend.
Really?
We thought, all right, we'll get some practice rounds. Nope, it's pouring down.
Oh.
We actually considered turning around because we're like, do we really want to waste our weekend? Well, we already paid for the hotel. We already got the tickets. Maybe we'll just hold out that there was supposed to be a concert and all kinds of other stuff.
Yikes.
And we ended up getting down there. It was pouring down rain. We thought, all right, well, we'll just go out to eat or whatever. Maybe something will happen tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Not for the practice rounds or qualifying or anything like that. then even on Sunday, we were like, all right, there's no rain in the sky right now.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll be okay. And then we ended up having ponchos, had to buy ponchos from the concession stand because it was pouring down rain again. And they did run the dryers because it was like a light enough rain that they probably could have run.
Right.
They were running the dryers on the track and they thought, yep, we're going to start here in a little bit. And then about 2 hours went by and we were like, it's Sunday and it's getting late. We have work tomorrow. We should probably and then right when we were leaving and we made the decision to leave, they said, yep, canceling it till tomorrow.
Jeez.
I was like, great. So I don't get to see the Indy 500. So I need to go back. That's on my list of things to go back for because my buddy lives down there. So we'll have to go down.
I think you can get tickets pretty cheap. Do you want to sit in row BB of stand C? 2 tickets?
How much?
$1,559 each.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. So
is that like real close? Am I in the pit?
You're basically at where they have the brick.
Okay.
Of the brickyard. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
He might be able to get those tickets because he is pretty popular down there. So
tell him to get you down in the pits.
I think we could probably make that happen.
Could we get uniforms? We can do the morning show from there.
Ooh.
See how I just invited myself to your
I don't know if
500?
You're invited. I think he actually said, nope.
Don't invite Ken.
He just texted me. He said, do not invite Ken.
You can probably get there for $89, but you're going to be over in either the Northeast or Southeast Vista.
Which they're not bad. Those side sections are not bad.
Ooh, they have VIP suites. How do we get in one of those?
I want to be in like the final curve.
Yeah.
The fourth curve. Or whatever.
Okay.
I think that'd be nice. Getting close to the finish line so I can kind of tell who's going to win.
Yeah, get us pit passes.
Us?
Yeah, I just went back to us.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think I can get me. I don't know about you.
I'll talk to my friends.
We'll see what I can. We'll see what we can do.
I'll see what I can do.
You'll see what you can do? All right. Let's get back to the show.
Bloomberg Radio.
The Morning Show with Jonny and Ken on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
So you're one of those people, huh?
Which one?
You're one of those people
Which
that
one?
likes to invite themselves to parties.
No, I just said that tell your friend to get us tickets.
Okay. All right. I'll see what I can do.
We were talking on the live stream, the video live stream, in case you weren't watching the video live stream, which you can always watch on Facebook, YouTube, and X. We broadcast every day, 7 to 8 a.m. Eastern. We were just talking about the Indianapolis 500. And if you want primo tickets in the stands, in stand C, where you can see the start-finish line,
the
bricks of the brickyard, you can see, you can seat yourself and a friend for the low price of $1,559 a piece.
Dang.
Yeah.
When's that race happening?
May 26th, I think.
Okay, usually Memorial Day weekend, right?
Yeah.
That should be good.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think I'm working then.
What do you mean?
We got something else going on Memorial Day weekend.
I mean, you work. Yeah, you work here. This is where you work.
No, I'll be volunteering for the KitchenAid Senior PGA Championship.
Yeah,
it's work.
It's okay, fine.
Maybe I can ask for Sunday off.
Don't they have a private jet that can get us back and forth?
I think so.
See how we did that?
Let's make it happen.
We'll do the us again.
I mean, yeah, you can sit in the jet if you want. No, that should be fun. I have not been to the Indy 500 in a number of years. I went when I was a kid. So,
so the last time you went, you didn't get to see a wheel turn.
No, it was
raining.
It was a bummer, man.
That is a bummer.
But yeah, I went when I was a kid, and man, was it loud.
Yeah,
I remember being there, and I was like, "Yeah, I think I'm done." Got about 20 minutes in, and I was like, "I think I'm done. I can't hear anything." So, anyways. Thanks for everybody watching on our live stream as well. We got a lot to get to here this morning. Today we're dealing with some little bit of rain and a high of 58. Later tonight, some more rain and a 40% chance for more rain, and then low down to 50. But the temperature being that warm, that's going to be nice. The wind not so much, 20 to up to 40 miles per hour of wind gusts. So do you batten down the hatches for that?
Yeah, you can batten down the hatches.
Batten down the hatches?
Absolutely.
All right. Do you know how to batten down the hatches?
I know how to tie a boat up to a dock.
And what hatches do I have in my house?
Well, you have the portholes,
Yeah, the
windows.
I have portholes in my windows. Okay.
Batten down those hatches.
All right. Well, we'll do that. Let's find out what's happening in the news this morning.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
In the WSJM Newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg. Here are some of the stories we're following for you today. River Valley Public Schools down by Three Oaks will have a couple of questions for voters on February 27th. Superintendent Dave Campbell is telling us they're seeking the renewal of both the operating millage and the sinking fund millage. He notes the district is especially dependent on the operating millage because it's the majority of their funding. He says very little state money is used by the school district, and so that makes the operating millage critical. He says it's 18 mills on non-homestead properties, meaning it doesn't affect primary residences. It generates about $10.5 million a year, and the district is seeking an 8-year renewal. Meanwhile, they say the sinking fund millage was approved by voters back in 2018 to cover building expenses, and they are seeking a 6-year renewal of the sinking fund millage. Benton Township trustees have been briefed on plans for a new trail development along M63. At their meeting this week, they were presented with Cornerstone Alliance's idea for what they want to do with the trail. They're teaming up with Southwest Michigan Planning Commission, the Whirlpool Foundation, and others to put in more than 3 miles of paved trail. He tells us that the trail will connect Whirlpool's Lakeview Bike Trail to the trails at Harbor Shores. And a new exhibit has been unveiled down at the Curious Kids Museum Discovery Zone. And I wish they would invite us down there for a show, because this sounds like a lot of fun.
Did Andrew get to go in there?
Andrew went there. Yeah.
Did he go through the wheel thing?
I saw his video around the KitchenAid stand mixer, and I was encouraging him to go through the ringer.
Yeah.
Go through the laundry ringer.
That would have been cool.
I think that would have been fun. But you can see the video. It's at our website, WSJM.com. But Curious Kids Museum Discovery Zone has a new exhibit. It's called Secret Ingredients, the Inner Workings and Hidden Histories of Your Kitchen.
I love that.
Yeah.
And the stuff looks really cool. I do want to see that in person.
The exhibit gives kids a safe way to learn about all the things they see at home every day and learn a bunch of stuff. So they've even got, what you call it, the wash revolution.
Wash revolution, yeah.
It's like the Dance Revolution video game. But the kids get to power a washing machine with their feet.
Smart.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll talk more about that at 8 o'clock. But in the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg.
I think they make bicycles that you can put a little small washing machine on.
Oh, really?
Like a stationary bike. I think that exists.
I think they should make it a motionary bike where you just put your laundry in the basket, and when you pedal, it agitates the clothes, and then you can hang it behind you when you're ready to dry.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, just zoom around town.
Yeah, that seems safe.
Dry your stuff out.
Yeah, not safe at all.
Not very efficient.
Yeah, not efficient. You got to ride for a long time and catch the wind the right way.
Heavy sweaters be a problem.
And then aren't sails it's kind of got the sail design, so you might fly away if you do too much.
There you go. Power your bike by wind. Yeah, it's my wind bike.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you say you're Ken Lundberg yet?
I did.
Okay.
I already did. Sorry.
I'm Johnny Reinhardt, by the way, if anybody was wondering.
Hey, Johnny.
Sports with Dave Wolf here in just a few minutes. Right now, it's time to find out what's happening around the state.
The Michigan News Network.
You're still thinking about the kitchen. That's why you didn't hear me with the out cue on.
Oh, yeah.
KitchenAid stand mixer.
And for people that watch the live stream, Ken doesn't actually go to the newsroom. He just sits in this room. So
actually, I've annexed
the newsroom?
Yeah, I annexed this. This is the newsroom.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got this newsroom. I've got my office newsroom. We've got News A, News B, and then the stable back there, which used to have news people in it, but now we have
to call it
just
something else.
Which one?
Instead of newsroom, I need something cooler.
Where? Here?
Yeah, when you're doing the show. Any suggestions?
Disco
feel free
studio.
Feel free to put those in there.
Here's the Disco Dance Machine Studio. Something like that.
Like I think it's one of the stations in New York City. They're like, from the top of the world. Z100, I think, is the station over there.
Or it could just be keeping it fresh.
Keep it fresh.
Yeah.
I'm Ken Lundberg.
Yeah.
Maybe we get a sponsor for the morning newsroom.
Let's see. We've got Teresa there. She says that would be cool if you could do a live show there.
Yeah,
we should do that.
at the Indy 500.
No, I think she was talking about Curious Kids Museum.
Oh,
yeah.
well,
But maybe she was talking about the Indy
I'll check
500. Teresa, what were you talking about?
probably she said it at 7:26, so I think it was the Indy 500.
Oh, okay. Very good.
Sorry, Jocelyn's asking me if the dog pooped this morning.
That is a great question.
No, he did not.
He didn't?
Did not.
Oh,
Number 1, not number 2.
okay. I'm glad.
Yeah, he hates it.
Did
I wake him up in the morning to go to the bathroom
Yeah.
so that he doesn't wake Jocelyn up like 20 minutes later so she can sleep in a little bit. And man, he hates it. He just goes, come on.
Didn't you have an appointment? Didn't he have a follow-up appointment?
Yeah, he went to the vet.
How did he go?
Great.
Yeah?
Yeah, they said
Flying
he
colors?
looked brighter,
Really?
as in like
Oh.
more aware and happy.
That's fun.
He's almost 17 years old.
Yeah.
He'll be 17 in May.
Yeah.
And got to be one of the oldest dogs that the vet deals with. But yeah, she said he's doing great.
Yeah.
Doing great. Just had a few little things. Got some he's got some vitamins. They gave him some vitamins.
Are they chewables? Are they little Flintstones?
They're like tiny little. That's the thing. When you have a tiny dog, you know,
Yeah.
it's like a big dog. You're like, all right, we'll just take a piece of cheese, put this, big Mondo pill in there. His have to be chopped up into tiny little pieces. Like they'll say, oh, you need to give him a half a pill, and it's like the tiniest little thing, and it's adorable. And then you just give it to him, and he's feeling better. Yeah, but he's
Nice.
doing great. He's all of 6 pounds.
Oh,
So he's doing all right.
Good.
He's around where he needs to be. Probably love to have him gain like a pound or a pound and a half. That'd be nice.
mm-hmm.
But he's in good shape. He's in good running shape.
Good.
Doesn't run much, but
No.
he's in good running shape. Blind, pretty much not fully blind, but you can tell.
No.
But I feel like he is selectively blind and
Yeah.
selectively deaf.
Yeah, Russell has the same thing with the deafness.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute, you heard that?
Yeah.
How did you? Wait a minute, I thought you were deaf. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, you saw that? You saw that bird flying in the air, but you couldn't see right in front of you.
Yeah.
Maybe he needs glasses.
Mm.
That's what I would love to see. I mean, dogs are adorable, and I love dogs.
Yeah.
But to see dogs, because like babies, when they have to put eyeglasses on a baby,
Mm-hmm.
that's probably the cutest thing in the world. But I think would even be cuter would be, oh, is he wearing glasses?
Yep.
Is he wearing your glasses?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Look at that. Wow.
I don't know what
Are
possessed
those
me this last
prescription?
week. Yeah. I didn't leave him on long, but he actually seemed to like them.
Really?
He didn't shake them or anything.
You should try sunglasses in the summer.
just put sunglasses on him. I think I've done that too.
Yeah, see if you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. My
But
dog
I
does
don't know
not
how-
like the glasses.
I don't know how you would do that with Plinko. They're probably because you put him on his face and he goes
Well, yeah,
because he's so small.
You'd have to do the super tiny ones,
Yeah.
and yeah, he doesn't like anything on his face. Like I once put a sombrero. Because his birthday is in
Because
May.
it was Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, his birthday is in May, so we call it Plinko de Mayo.
Nice.
So I bought him a sombrero and the what's the like poncho, thing.
Yep.
I got him that. I was able to get the poncho on, but once I put the sombrero on, he was like, "Nope, don't want that." I was able to get a picture of it, but that was about as long as he kept it on. So.
Ooh.
Oh, Teresa, what kind of dog do I have? I have a Maltese, and Ken's is a Portuguese.
Yep. Portuguese water dog.
Nice.
Yeah.
I once watched one of the like Westminster dog shows or whatever, and there was a water dog, but I believe it was a Spanish water dog. Looked very similar.
He escaped to Spain.
Yeah.
Went from Portugal to Spain.
So he was a really similar. I think it was a little more. Because Russell's like a kind of a mix of black and brown. Or
No,
is he
he's
more
pretty
of
much
the black?
brown.
Okay.
Yeah, he's brown. They're typically black.
Yeah. So I
Black
think
with
this one
white.
was a black dog.
Yeah, they're typically black with white, and some of them have really, really soft fur.
Oh, yeah.
Russell's fur is a little bit more coarse, and his is brown.
Nice.
So probably from the southern part of Portugal.
Nice.
I'm just making that part up.
Yep.
Yeah.
The southern regions. Well, probably wherever the water is, near the water.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So they were like
Working dogs.
They worked so they went to the water.
Yeah, they were out with fishermen to help them get the nets back.
Nice.
Yeah.
It wasn't like finding water. It wasn't like
No, they're
stick.
not like a stick. No.
It's not like a truffle pig.
I love truffles.
I
Have
wanna-
you had truffles recently?
Recently?
Yeah.
No.
Me either.
But I do like I do want a truffle pig.
A truffle pig would be fun. You could teach Plinko to be a truffle dog. They
Yeah.
have dogs that do truffle
That's
hunting.
true.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Of course, I don't know if we have any truffle orchards around here.
Yeah, probably not.
Down in North Carolina, I think they tried to inoculate certain trees, whatever trees the little fungi-like thing grows on, the nodules. They tried to inoculate, and I think some were successful. They can actually inoculate, but typically they grow in the wild in France. I don't know if they grow in Spain or not, but yeah, the truffle pigs are fabulous. Nicolas Cage has a pig, and that's a truffle pig in a movie called Pig. You got to watch it. You not watched it?
So it's not his real pig?
Well, in real life, no.
No, he doesn't own it.
He's an actor.
Well, he buys stupid stuff.
He might. I'll look.
He once had his comic book collection stolen.
Really?
Yeah, there's a whole podcast about it.
Oh.
He had a comic book collection stolen.
Yeah.
And one of those was in there was Detective Comics #1 or whatever, or whichever one has Superman in it. It was Superman's first appearance.
Oh.
And that's worth like a couple $1 million.
Billions of dollars.
Yeah, it's worth quite a lot. And he had an original in like pretty much mint condition, and it was stolen.
Wow.
There was a big heist that happened.
That's not cool.
And I think still to this day, they don't know who did it.
That's so rude.
Yeah.
Wow. Boy, he's got some great comic books.
Yeah, he's got a lot of them. And I mean, it's one of those
comics.
When you're rich, you buy a lot of ridiculous things, but it seemed to me like a wise investment. That's something like that, I think, will do nothing but continue to grow in value.
Yeah. Fantastic Four
Action
#1.
Comics, yeah.
Green Lantern #1. Detective Comics #38. He had Action Comics.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice. All right. Let's get back to the show here.
We're going to end up around 55 degrees this afternoon. The winds out of the south gusting up to around 30 miles an hour. We will see a chance of rain late today. A few scattered showers late afternoon, early evening, and overnight tonight will stay near 50. We'll be back to some sun tomorrow with high temperatures again in the middle 50s. I'm meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Jonny and Ken on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
Hey, good morning. You can be part of the show anytime. You can call 925-WSJM. You can email letstalk@WSJM.com. We are on our live stream for all to see, and you want to hang out with us, send some comments, anything like that, we would love for you to do so. You can find us on our Facebook, YouTube, and X. We've talked about a lot of different things this morning over there and over here, but we want to talk about potholes.
Love potholes.
I do not love potholes.
Hate potholes.
They're you're just repeating everything. I don't
repeating everything.
I love it. So tell me what's going on with potholes, because I know that the warm up is nice.
Yeah.
I like that, but what we've had to deal with this freeze thaw thing going on, that means potholes. And I've seen some doozies.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, just like the orange blossoms of road construction, we enjoy potholes this time of year because obviously the fluctuation between warm weather, cold weather, the freezing and thawing and all that takes a toll on the roads. And all of a sudden you get potholes. And once you see a pothole sprout, they're kind of like dandelions. They spread all over the place. They get real big. But the city of Jackson here in Michigan says that they've addressed all their potholes.
How?
The weather has been mild enough that they've gone out and fixed them.
They've been able to patch them up.
That's what they say.
Wow.
Yeah. The potholes, let's see. AAA says the average cost of a pothole-related car repair is nearly $600.
Wow.
So when you see people swerving around potholes, I guess that's why. I mean, sometimes it's like a jarring,
Oh, yeah.
like a bone jarring crunch.
Mm-hmm.
But in Jackson, they have an ongoing list that they ask people, residents of Jackson, to report the potholes every time they find them, so that they can be taken care of quickly. And apparently, because the weather's been so good, they have worked through that entire list.
That's awesome.
They're just sitting there waiting for new ones to populate.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's a system they have, because I see that there's like around here,
Yeah.
I think there's like a Facebook page where people, it's like pothole reporters.
Yeah.
And there's quite a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see. The Aaron Dimmick is with the city of Jackson. He says, typically what happens is we get resident complaints about potholes. They get on a list. Our crews work through that list when they have time. They've had so much time to get out on the streets. They've already worked through the entire list. We've already addressed all the potholes that people have reported. And that's not to say there's not much more, but
sure,
whenever they learn of new ones, they're out there. They've got the list.
And they're patching it up. I've been noticing that a lot around here.
Yep.
Is the little patch of all the different things. So
yeah,
you
the
get
nice
that
little
clink,
tink,
clink, clink,
yeah.
clink, clink. Yeah, that's nice when you're driving down the road. I mean, it's at least that I'm okay with that over hitting a pothole.
Yeah.
Because you're driving down the road and a lot of times you don't notice it until you're like, oh, geez, I either have to swerve or just take it. And then it ends up damaging your car.
And I'm imagining there's probably law enforcement out there right now who say, Jonny Ken, please tell them not to swerve because that's a traffic hazard. And I'm going to say, yeah, that's right. Don't swerve, but maybe slow down a little bit.
No, you don't swerve. I can swerve.
You swerve.
You just have to get
what
out
if
of
we
the
swerve
way?
at the same time? There's a pothole on that side. Don't swerve. Just try to mildly avoid it.
Well, who's going to pay for it?
I don't know.
If it does break, I got to swerve.
Yeah.
I don't swerve too much.
Don't veer for deer.
Don't veer for deer?
Yeah.
Well, they don't have anything like that for potholes. So I think I'm okay.
Don't be a knothole. Don't swerve on potholes.
All right. There you go. You just made that up.
Keep it fresh.
Did you think they were cleaning up everything and filling all the potholes because the president's team is coming into town?
My gosh. So Michigan is a key state.
Right.
For the Electoral College.
It's a purple state, right?
It's a purple state. Sometimes we've been red, sometimes we've been blue for the political parties. And President Joe Biden has decided he needs to send some more people to Michigan to meet with Arab American and Muslim leaders because they are giving him a really hard time on what's happening with Israel and the Gaza Strip.
Sure.
So he has sent more senior advisors to Michigan to help reverse what he's seeing as the uncommitted trend. Have you seen this? So more than 30 state representatives, mayors, city council members, and other elected officials in Michigan this week, yesterday, as a matter of fact, announced that they have joined a grassroots effort to push voters to vote in the Democrat primary on February 27th as uncommitted.
Really?
Yeah, they want to send a message to the president that they don't really appreciate his policy when it comes to Middle East politics. They say the elected officials, including Dearborn's mayor, Abdullah Hammoud, they're joining the Listen to Michigan movement to signal to the president that they will not commit to supporting him in November until he uses his influence to stop what they call Israel's slaughter of citizens across Gaza.
So if I put undeclared over Democrat or Republican, how does that affect the November election?
Well, in November, if you don't turn out for the president, then whoever the opponent is has that advantage.
Sure.
Because you can't elect an uncommitted.
Right.
So they're not saying write in somebody else. They're not saying vote for the other guy. They're saying just don't vote for your Democrat nominee.
Wow.
Don't vote for Joe Biden is what they're saying. That's what they're saying.
So hopefully his team. Who'd he bring? Anybody special?
Anybody you know? Anybody I know? No.
Anybody on the list?
No, but they've been focused on this ever since the president came over to talk with the auto union workers, United Auto Workers. When he came over to Michigan for that, this same group said, "Hey, wait a second, we're gonna protest," and they did, and they even had to bring police out in riot shields, to keep them from storming the venue. So they're mad.
Man,
they're very upset. So the president says he's listening, and he sent his team here to talk to him.
Yeah, he needs to pull out the big guns and get the vice president. Mayor Pete's already here, so I guess he's all right. He can.
We haven't
something.
seen him much lately.
No,
I mean, you had the whole Boeing thing. That's transportation,
right?
Got the potholes.
Yeah.
Maybe we send him over to Jackson, and he can say, "Hey, potholes.
Hey, look at that!
Look at that. We fixed this road.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, he goes there. The governor goes there. Hey, we did fix the damn roads. Look at that.
Yeah, but you raise an interesting point too about the vice president. Could she be one who he sends here? Maybe be interesting. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre declined to confirm details of what's going to be happening in Michigan as far as the senior administration officials are concerned.
Okay,
but they say that they've been consistent in their outreach efforts.
Consistent. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So they're not admitting or denying that they're putting a special focus on this.
Just like how they're like, don't just do undeclared. It's a very passive aggressive battle that's going on right now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we get to your Moody on the Market update here in just a couple of minutes. It's the morning show on 94.9 WSJM.
Stunning sights, more clicks, web design.
I am.
Do you need a sweater?
I do.
You know why I always
dress in layers.
Dress in layers, but I always used to, when I did have an office until they kicked me out of it.
Not that you're bitter about
not that I'm bitter about it. I went down, somebody down here, downstairs. I don't know if you saw, I got a new office. They got a new office. Oh. I'll call her out, Bree.
Oh, she got a new office?
Yeah, she got a new office.
Okay. Where?
Downstairs. She's got a big one. She got one of the big ones.
Bob's old one? Bob's?
Yeah, one of Bob's old ones. Yeah. Bob's last old one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I went down there the
Still
other day.
no windows.
Yeah, what? I wouldn't want windows.
You don't want windows?
No.
Why not?
Because the problem is here in different times of the day, like especially the times we're here, the sun, I mean, I guess over on this side, it's fine. But once you get over to the other side, the sun's coming in and it throws things off. Not good for your Zoom calls, any of that.
Okay. So, anyway, so you were talking with Bree.
Yeah. So I went down and saw her new office. I was like, look at that. You moved to a bigger office.
Mm.
And then she was like, oh yeah, it's pretty exciting. I said, you know what? I'm not happy for you because I'm a little bitter because I do not have my own office and I've been here a very long time.
Yeah.
So, and everybody would walk by and they're like, I'm really excited for you. And I said, you know what? I'm not. All right, let's get back to the show.
JM.
Oh boy.
Sorry, I'm just I'm airing my grievances about how I had no office. And there's people that have been here less time than I have, and they get no office, and they got a fancy office.
I'm sure we could find you something.
I don't really need an office though, but I still want one. It's about the principle. I just want the office so I can say, hey, step into my office.
Come into my office.
I don't usually get to do that.
See me in my office.
I guess I pretty much call this my office. Like when I'm in, when I'm here, this is basically my office.
Yeah.
So I guess that works.
And we've got a partner desk here.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, but yeah, I want my own office. I've got a name tag. Literally have a name tag over there.
Just know where to put it.
Just know where to put it.
Oh.
We got radio stations in South Bend. They've got empty offices.
Yeah.
Maybe I can just lay claim to one of those. You can do that, right? I mean, just
you're
like
a millennial. What do you need an office for? Work remote.
I do. I mean, my office is my house, so maybe I should just take that to my house and do that.
You should.
But anyways, thanks for people.
The coffee is especially bitter this morning.
Yes, it is. I'll always be bitter about that. No, they took my office away. I was upset about that. I didn't do anything in there, but they took it away from me. All right. Let's get to your Moody on the Market update. It's brought to you by our friends at Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owners agency with locations in St. Joseph and in Niles.
And we're talking about interesting people you should know, and who better to know than Michigan State Police?
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah, I know a few of them.
A member of the multi-agency Southwest Enforcement Team has been named the Michigan State Police Trooper of the Year. The announcement came from the MSP headquarters in Lansing, honoring several troopers statewide with major awards.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Detective Sergeant Ian Fields, now assigned to the Southwest Enforcement Team, also known as SWET.
Oh, the sweat team. Oh, yeah. You hear you talk about the
Yeah.
sweat team all the time. I
Yeah.
thought you was just at the gym.
No, they're always doing great stuff. They were recognized as the 2023 Trooper of the Year when nominated and selected. He was serving on the 5th District Pawpaw Post Crime Prevention Squad as a sergeant. Trooper of the Year award recognizes the MSP trooper or sergeant who symbolizes outstanding professional ethics, dedication to duty, and a concern for giving back to their community.
Very nice.
Yeah, the late Dr. Carl A. Gerstacker, former chairman of the Dow Chemical Company, created the award back in 1961.
That's awesome. So congratulations to Fields. Also, a couple other awards. The Valor Awards, Sergeant Robert, I'm going to say Bialicic.
Sure.
And then we've got Michael Thomas.
I'd
and
say
then
Bialicic.
Bialicic?
Yeah,
And
Bialicic.
then Maxwell Prince, as well as Blaine Stormer, members of the Department of the Emergency Support Team, or the S Team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or ES Team.
Yeah. If you want to read more about the Trooper of the Year and the others who receive those cool awards, Valor Award.
Valor Awards.
I would
pretty
like
sweet.
to get a Valor Award.
Mhm.
That'd be fun. Read it. It's at moodyonthemarket.com.
I'll make you a Valor Award.
Okay.
Right.
I want to do something valorous, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you meant Valor, not a Velour Award.
Velour.
A Velour Award. I could give you a Velour Award. I got
I
plenty
see.
of that. Your Moody on the Market update is brought to you by our friends at Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owners agency with locations in St. Joseph and in Niles. We'll have news, sports, and a whole lot more coming up next.
We're watching over you.
What are you going to say?
Well, just that there needs to be a typo jar.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
Oh, my gosh.
The Michigan Sagte?
Yeah.
Sagte? Sajt.
Gail? Gonna be
You get typos every once in a while, too, though.
Everyone does.
I see your typos.
Everyone does. If you're typing, you get typos. I get it. But at the same time, Valor Word typos.
Fun.
Yeah. AI.
Hey, at least it wasn't in the headline.
AI doesn't have typos this time.
Yes, they do.
When?
I've seen AI typos.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me more.
I don't remember what the word was, but I've seen it.
Okay.
AI, though, I will say about AI is what they're not good at.
Yeah.
Jokes. They do not write jokes very well.
No.
I've had them. I've had gone in there just for playing around, just to see if they could do it, and I was like, write me a 5-minute stand-up routine.
Oh.
And they just don't have good jokes.
Oh.
So that's one thing they probably are going to work on is how to write better jokes.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what the secret to a good joke is? Timing.
Get out. No, that is true.
Yeah.
Because I always love seeing comedians, especially when they do the same joke, but it's different comedians doing the same exact joke.
Oh.
And seeing how that, like a classic joke. They're like, oh, well, this is like a classic joke from, whenever, 50s, 40s or whatever. Right. They're like, this is something that has stood the test of time. We're gonna all do the same joke.
Teresa's got input on the typos.
And it's how they deliver.
And she votes for us. Yay. Thank you, Teresa.
Whenever I have a typo, I just blame it on Siri. Yeah.
Sorry.
McGrew. McGruber.
Jeff McGrew. Great guy.
Jeff McGrew.
Yeah.
He says, mogul potholes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So Jeff and I would ride motorcycles together.
Okay.
And potholes are the bane of a motorcycle. Potholes are the bane.
Wait, so Jeff can call you Kenny, but I can't call you Kenny?
Well, I never said you couldn't call me Kenny.
You said
I just said people call me
Ken.
Ken.
Call me Ken.
And sometimes my parents call me an a-hole. So
yeah.
No, that's a Kenny G joke. Because he asked me, are you a Ken or a Kenny?
Right.
Anyway.
All right. News coming up here in just a second.
Oh my goodness. Apple Vision Pro. We've talked about how a lot of people are saying it's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
The technology now, someone did a teardown.
Oh.
They found some really interesting stuff. We'll talk about that next.
Thought.
Yeah.
0.9 WSJM.
Hey, good morning. Just about 8 o'clock. And today we're going to deal with some rain and some warm temperatures, actually, up to 58 today. And then later on tonight, down to 50 with some more chances for rain. And it's going to stay 58 on Friday as well. Before we get to news, you were just talking about this on the live stream, which, by the way, we're still on there. So you're getting extra time on the live stream. Bonus time. We're in overtime. The Vision Pro, which I've
Apple
seen
Vision
a
Pro.
lot of them walking around, at least on social media. I've not seen one in person.
Okay.
But the Vision Pro, the big ski goggle VR headset thing. Tell me about it. There's some issues with it.
Well, no issues. But what's happening now that it's out in the wild, now that it's been released to 250,000 people around the United States, people who have got their hands on it include media companies. And they're starting to do teardowns on the Vision Pro. A teardown is when you just take a piece of equipment and just start taking it apart and see what it's really all about. Interesting things that they're finding so far. The screens are incredibly dense with over 12 million pixels smushed into under 1 inch. Under 1 square inch, they've got more than 12 million pixels. That means each individual pixel is roughly the size of a red blood cell.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's intense.
Yeah.
Sounds expensive.
Think of a red blood cell. Think of a cell of any kind. On a cellular level, they've got 12 million of those darn things. I don't want to be the person who has to put those in place. How do you do that?
Robots?
I guess.
Yeah.
No, I am joking.
What other
it's all
parts?
machines.
Any other parts?
Let's see what else they have. They have stunning visibility in this thing. An important measurement is pixel density, pixels per inch. So 3,300 pixels per inch. Yeah, basically 15 times the pixel depth of the Apple iPhone 15 Pro.
Wow.
So the 15 Pro, seen right here,
Yeah.
is pretty nice. And you can see things really nice, a lot of clarity in the display. It's 15 times better.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say when they broke it down, they realized it was just an iPhone inside.
It should be.
It's just an iPhone.
Just to give you, if you don't have an iPhone 15 Pro, the standard 4K TV has a pixel density of around 140 pixels per inch.
And this has how many again?
3,386 pixels per inch.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Too many pixels.
I don't know.
That's too clear. I don't like it.
It's too realistic.
Yeah, it's too expensive. If they could take that back down.
It's not expensive. You explained if you get rid of your TV, your computer, your phone, and everything else, and just wear the goggles around.
Well, I need to talk to somebody that has one of these things, and if they have said I don't need any of those other things anymore, then it would sell me. Because the price doesn't sell me. Even the cool things that you're telling me doesn't sell me. The fact that if I could get rid of everything else that I have, and this is my one-stop thing, then I would buy it. But
maybe
it's not telling me that.
Maybe the second or third generation, when it's no longer ski goggles, when it's just a nice pair of glasses, I think then I might be looking
even
at
if it's just like the classic Kurt Rambis goggles, basketball goggles. I would wear those with a strap.
Well, my problem with the goggles is you're going to get a tan line. If you're wearing those things all around, if it's replacing your phone, I'm going to put it in my glasses, I'm going to walk around with that. That's fine. But if it's goggles and you're walking around, A, people are laughing at you. B, you're going to get a bad tan line.
Right. Teresa on our Facebook page says, do you guys remember the bag phones?
I do.
Yeah. Did you have a bag phone?
I think I was issued a bag phone with the news team I was on at the time.
My parents were having a business. They had the bag phone, and so they had the phone, and then you had to put a big giant antenna,
the magnetic antenna
on the top.
Yeah,
it was always cool when we got a phone call.
The bag phones were always great because they had more powerful transmitter.
Yeah,
which was probably frying your brain, but it was more powerful. There was no, can you hear me now?
It was so hard to dial though, because you had to do it on the back of the phone.
Yeah,
it was weird. But anyways,
all that and more.
We got to get to news here. WSJM News, brought to you by our friends at McGee's Heating and Air, your trusted Carrier dealer. Feel at ease with McGee's.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
In the WSJM Newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg. Here's some of the stories we're following for you today. River Valley Public Schools will have a couple of ballot questions for voters on February 27th. Superintendent Dave Campbell telling us they're seeking the renewal of both the operating millage and the sinking fund millage. He notes the district is especially dependent on the operating millage because it is the majority of their funding.
Basically operates the school district. River Valley is one of the few districts in the state that has such a high taxable value because of the miles and miles of lake property on Lake Michigan that the 18 mills generates more money, so we don't get state money. And so this millage basically operates the school district.
Campbell says with very little state money, the operating millage is critical. It's 18 mills on non-homestead property, meaning it does not affect primary residences. It generates about $10.5 million a year, and the district is seeking an 8-year renewal. Meanwhile, Campbell says the sinking fund millage was approved by voters in 2018 to cover building expenses.
It goes to pay for things like roof replacements, door replacements, parking lots. It's basically to take care of the facilities that you have, and that's a very important funding source for it as well.
The district is seeking a 6-year renewal of the sinking fund millage. Campbell is planning to hold a series of meetings with residents ahead of the February 27 vote to explain the importance of the millages. He's speaking at various locations throughout the district, as well as the River Valley Middle and High School Library on February 21st at 7 p.m. Benton Township trustees have been briefed on plans for a new trail development along M63. At their meeting this week, they heard from Zach Vaughn with Cornerstone Alliance, who said the organization is teaming up with the Southwest Michigan Planning Commission, the Whirlpool Foundation, and more to put in more than 3 miles of paved trail. He tells us the trail will connect Whirlpool's Lakeview Bike Trail to the trails at Harbor Shores.
We're going to focus on the M63 corridor. Now, that would be the connecting link, if you will, between Monty Road, just north of Whirlpool's campus, down to Hickman Park Drive.
Vaughn said this all ties into the Berrien County Trails Master Plan, which was developed with the help of the Southwest Michigan Planning Commission. The project would not come at any cost to Benton Township.
We would love their support. This is a larger trail vision that has garnered the support of other municipalities. We would love to see the township support the activity that other municipalities have stamped their approval onto.
Vaughn said the eventual goal is to connect trails throughout Berrien County with trails in other counties and states. Supporters are securing funding this year, and they hope work can start next year. Benton Township Treasurer Debbie Boothby says she's excited for the project. And a new exhibit has been unveiled at the Curious Kids Museum Discovery Zone that explores things that can be found in a kitchen. It's a partnership between the museum and Whirlpool Foundation. Curious Kids director Lori Marciniak tells us that the secret ingredients, the inner workings and hidden histories of your kitchen exhibit gives kids a safe way to learn all about the things they see at home every day.
Kitchens are very familiar to children, but there's also a lot of things they can't touch. It's hot, it's sharp. So to be able to bring everything right sized down to them and allow them to turn every knob and to use wooden knives that they can cut things in, it's just empowering and it's a happy place.
The exhibit features several kitchens from different eras, a giant replica of a KitchenAid stand mixer, a Dance Revolution type of game, enabling kids to power a washing machine with their feet, and a huge laundry wringer that they can push themselves through. Whirlpool's Pam Klein tells us this has been in the works for about 2 years.
We had engineers involved. We had people from our community relations team involved in what it could look like. What are the important elements to bring to life through this? What are some important historical moments in time that we would want to highlight?
The Whirlpool Foundation is the primary funder of the exhibit. It'll be a traveling exhibit, later to be available to children's museums across the country for rent that could generate some additional revenue for Curious Kids Museum. The secret ingredients, inner workings, and hidden histories of your kitchen exhibit will be at the Discovery Zone through the summer.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I need to get that Dance Revolution or Wash Revolution in my house.
Yeah, think about expanding that. I mean, it's something for kids to explore everything that's in the kitchen.
Yeah,
I want to see it extended to the garage and
there you go.
Everywhere else. That'll be cool. Fun. What a great concept. In the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg.
Got little kids changing oil everywhere.
Yeah,
it'd be messy. But cool.
Put the trike up on the lift.
Yep. I like it. We'll get to sports here in just a moment. Also, I think you just got an email.
I did.
There you go. Let's find out what's happening around the nation and the world with ABC News.
ABC News. I'm Dave Packer. The bipartisan Senate effort to reform the nation.
All right, that about does it for us.
They got bonus time today.
They did get bonus
That's
time.
nice.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. We always appreciate you.
Yeah, the bag phone. Was just checking the comments. Didn't
okay.
want to leave anybody hanging. But yeah, thanks everybody, and thanks Jeff McGruber. What's McGrew? But McGruber.
Yeah.
You ever watch the McGruber? Those movies?
Yes. Well, I watched McGruber. No.
Yeah,
What is it?
They made
MacGyver.
MacGyver.
I never
they
saw
made McGruber.
I never saw the movie of McGruber. I saw the skit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the skits are fun.
SNL.
Yeah.
The movie's fantastic. I think they made 2 of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they're on Peacock, so you have to watch it.
Oh, man. Is that like Reno 911 or something? Reno 911?
Reno 911? No, 911. Yeah.
Yeah.
Teresa says, you guys have an awesome day. You as well, everyone.
Thank you, Teresa. You too.
All right. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye now.